I haven't heard anything from Jethro regarding Google Plus Hangout plans. He was on the Twitch chat earlier, so I'd assume that's how he'd communicate that plan. I wonder how they picked the floor numbers. This just seemed to be several random numbers, 66, 67, 68, and 70. Background housemate's cool, it's all good. Well, I hope so. Alright, get yourself some food, that would be recommended. Oh yeah, this guy.
My apologies. You bear not the stench of Sid's lackeys.
And you are our earlier visitor.
Yes, a valuable man, one I'd sooner not lose. Yet he knows too much.
Sid, you know Deifacted Nethicite brought down the Leviathan. How can you persist in this folly?
And you've come here to stop me. I'd fain see you try.
Consider your bones, old man. You're outmatched.
Pirate scum of the skies. What brings you here?
Treasure. What else would a pirate want? We'll take the Dusk Shard.
You've come all this way for that trinket. I thought you were above this. What's that? The Princess of Dalmasca come to visit. She's not entirely without merit. A test of sorts for our princess?
You're a babbling fool.
A trial
Per
for
the old man.
Shia Banargan Dalmasca!
You lust for the stone's power, do you not?
Lend him not your ears, milady. He means to use you.
Manufactured nethicite, like Bergen.
How could you do this? How could you fall this far?
God, this music. 10 out of 10. I don't know if the rooks actually have anything worth stealing, or indeed if Sid does. But I'm willing to give it a go. A knot of rust. Never mind that then. Yeah, I don't particularly like being this abusive, but we're in a hurry. Just silence? Never mind then. Ah, they've all gone full reflect. Time to change Pinello's plan. I am struggling to perform basic feats like controlling the game. Oh, I switched to bows somehow. There we go. Scorpion Tail, Demon Shield. Dragon Mail. Hermes Sandals, because why not? Yeah. Immune to physical damage. Well, we have a solution for that as well once we've taken out your confounded... Do I have Gambit Foe lowest HP? No. Highest max HP, highest HP. I'm pretty sure it wasn't in the shop either. How irritating. We'll just go with what we've got. Wow, the textures are freaking me out.
Always hiding behind your toys. Pity if anything were to happen to them.
Leave Sid alone and take out the rooks. Yeah, okay, that is horrifying. I don't know if that's because I've switched the graphics renderer or not. I wonder if I need to fix that. That is so wrong. Oh, okay, well, we finished taking on those guys? Alright, let's... No, okay, if the paving falls, let's just beat him to death. If the paving didn't fall, I'd pull out my reflects fire.
That your time here is over. The curtain falls.
It pains me to inform you that your time here is over. I love this guy. Did that really just deal like 300 damage to Van? Good try, Sid. Good try.
Vena, you shouldn't have.
This creature. So this is your Vena.
A Shelia Benagin Dalmasca. Just how far will you go for power? Does your lust for Nethicite consume you?
That would be the
Am I
Dusk
right?
Shard and the Midlight Shard.
I am, aren't I? A worthy daughter of the Dynast King. You would do well to go to Giruvegan. Who knows? You may receive a new stone for your trouble.
Your words mean nothing to me.
The reins of history back in the hands of man. I too make for Giruvegan. Give chase if you dare it.
Hate it when he does that.
I hate it when it does
Perhaps
that.
you think me remiss, the Lady Ash of Dalmasca? The Sky Pirate Repus, at your employ.
Repus. Another party guest. I thought he didn't join until later, I could be wrong. And I think pretty much everyone's played this game already. Yet another guest with a fake name. There is no one... Oh wait, are there any
The
guest
Imperial
parties?
Senate,
No.
powerless to resist House Solidor's brutal purge, was dissolved. Vayne Solidor reigned supreme over the Empire. Though this upheaval shook the Imperial Bastion to its foundation, these developments were, to say the least, welcomed by her military. The authoritarian rule of the judges, in tandem with the impending threat of Rosarian invasion, served to foster camaraderie among its ranks. For our part, the Resistance mustered strength in the border skies, making ready for the task ahead. A war to decide the doom of Evilis would soon be upon us.
Oh, his memoirs are called Through Midlight to Dawn. That's interesting. So they take the name from the Nethicite shards that get used. Since the Dusk Shard never does anything.
Squads Flametongue and Ogrenex are array. All ships reporting in. They're breaking to begin ship-to-ship maneuvers against us.
All hands, full ahead flank.
We shall make ready to repel their attacks. Counter-air. Track them as though they were the enemy.
Counter-air, to your stations.
A dispatch from Naldoa Command, Excellency. The Sky Pirate has left Arcadian airspace. He makes for Balfonheim with the Lady Ash and her party.
It is good to know the lady still lives. But what of our bid for the stone?
With the stone or without, our resistance should prove an even match for the Imperial Army. These weeks of training have honed our edge.
I pray 'tis sharp enough.
Ondor wants the power of Nethicite for himself, I see. Oh, hi, Wogmats.
They choose to supply the resistance, yet raise not a sword in aid. What city could do this?
A city of men without countries, pirates of the sea and of the sky. Few are they who would fain lay down their lives for a friend, let alone a king.
The Marquis. He is set on war?
The time approaches when he must make his position vis-a-vis the Empire clear. When he helped you off the Leviathan, he spited the judges full sore. He cannot sit in idleness and expect to avoid a reckoning. The Marquis shares my distaste for war. Yet, if it comes to it, he will show no quarter.
For the time being, we will continue to train the Resistance army. Enough power on our side, and even Vayne may see the appeal of the treaty table.
Yet Vayne holds the Nethicite. What makes you think he would treat when he holds such power? Power enough to sink the Leviathan.
All the more reason for me to support your infiltration of the capital. You said it yourself. The Nethicite is a powerful weapon. I would have you acquire it for me.
I have not said I would give you the Midlight Shard.
If there is no stone, I would have to look elsewhere for aid.
Then you would ally with Rosaria.
As I must. Failure's not an option.
It's just what Vayne wants. He lures the Rosarians and the Resistance to the field, then crushes both with the Nethicite.
I think not. Cid has a stone. We grab it and smash it to pieces with the Sword of Kings. Vayne will be left holding nary a thing. Time is short. We follow Cid. He's heading towards Giruvegan.
Giruvegan.
It is told of in a song of my people. On
You
the
already can.
farthest shores
never
of the
mind.
river of time,
done.
shrouded deep in the roiling mist, the Holy Land sleeps. Guru Reagan. Who knows the paths, the way to its doors?
Then you seek the Yogg Defoe. Deep within the jungle of Golmore, there is a corner of the Feywood where a mist storm surges and seethes.
And that's it. Let's go.
Right.
Not coming, Rivers? Forget your precious netherite already?
Sid's words ring hollow to me.
Hello.
Follow another course.
Ah, hello.
Ah.
Welcome to the stream, Mr. Hurst.
Well, there's a slight problem in that I obviously can't hear the stream, the actual game through Mumble, but if I were to enable the game audio, there'd be somewhat of a delay.
Ah, Var. I've had some of my men check on this Feywood.
Well, we'll let this
So do you
cutscene
have-
finish.
Do you have a suggestion for that? I mean, basically what I'm asking is it possible to broadcast the game audio, like, to the other people in the stream,
Your apprentice is more pirate than you.
and not have it, like, duplicate into the stream?
Give me a
Princess
second.
Ash,
You know what I
I
mean?
would hear your heart. If Dr. Sid has spoke the truth, you may well be rewarded with more netherite in
Did you just go?
Tell me, do you still desire the stone?
I desire its power. I want it, yet I also fear. I must protect Dalmasca. I can't afford
I'll
to fear anything.
introduce myself later. Or rather have
Do not
Oscar,
forget
excuse me.
Nobodies. That is my only counsel for you.
As it would be. Spoilers. Alright, the long cutscene is done.
not on my fucking screen, it isn't.
Well, not for you, because you're in the past. Let's see,
Future.
what can we do to share the game audio with the
Yeah.
current Mumble?
Yeah.
I don't believe Mumble can pick up anything except
The mic.
voice, can it?
I don't know. I think that there are definitely plugins. I know people run like Mumble radio servers and stuff. I know that's a thing. I just don't know how.
Is that a Moogle? It looks more like a mole. How
So yeah,
strange.
stewing Moogles.
I really wouldn't recommend it, is the thing.
And I suppose there isn't that much meat on them.
Yeah, they're small, they're like high-level omnivores, I assume, or carnivores if they're more like cats. They're going to be stringy and unpleasant. I guess stewing is probably your only option, sure, but
Yeah, I get the feeling I would much rather stew rabbit.
yeah, I feel yeah, there's just so many perfectly tasty creatures in this world. Like this
there
lady
rabbits
occupying
in-
half the screen right now with her chest.
With her ass.
Something like that, yes.
Posterior. Hind quarters.
Something, Trials of the Feywood, something missed. We don't care. Our first stop is the Fon Coast Hunters camp.
But yeah, so if you are able to like address the question of the audio duplication, that would be awesome. But otherwise, I'll just have the stream muted and attempt to work out what's happening in advance of it happening.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much. There's not going to be a huge amount of.
Happening today.
Yeah, we're now done with cutscene. No, wait, we do need to defeat
So
the.
isn't it? Wasn't today going to be the grinding anyway?
Yeah, there is one more boss we need to take out in order to unlock one of the items we're going to be getting, but it's not a particularly difficult or indeed interesting enemy. Obviously, we're going to at some point talk to everyone in Balfenheim and do all the cool side quests here, but right now,
But yes, would you be so kind
lost.
as to provide me with an introduction of sorts?
Right, hello to everyone in the stream. This is my good friend Mr. Hurst. You will know him as AP Hurst. We will probably refer to him as Adam at least once.
Indeed.
Hopefully the first of several guests to keep me occupied during the great grinding for the sunflower. We play video games and watch anime and are generally terrible people. but try not to worry about it. Is that close to the introduction you would make?
It's not bad. You know, it's not bad.
Not bad, not bad.
I'll give it at least a 7 out of 10.
Alright, so I'm going to get to the Great Crystal. I'm going to take a short break to make myself some tea and see what I can do about mumble audio. And then after 10 minutes at tops, stream will resume, and...
Oxymoronity? What did you mean? A headset? I mean, I have a headset, but...
So as I understand, the problem here is that the game audio for Hurst is delayed because you can only get it by watching the stream. But
and of course, if I have the stream on, I can hear myself and you several seconds later as well.
yes.
So ideally, what I'm asking is, I would quite like it if the game audio could be pumped to the other people listening in the Mumble channel, so that we actually can kind of have some, well, a bit more awareness of what's going on in the game, and hear the wonderful music, without, you know, the problems that I've just mentioned.
Yeah, where it's desynced and I'm looking at things in the future and it's just getting confusing.
No.
So I'm going to make some tea and have a look at that.
I mean, possibly if you could just have a like Mumble user who just receives all the audio from the game and just pumps it to everyone in the channel, and then you mute your listening ability to that member, if that's even an option. I don't even know.
We'll see. I'll be right back, everyone.
Yes, I'm eating as well, by the way. So lots of crunching will happen for the next... Oven crisp bread rolls. What more could you want? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's it just seems like an obvious thing to have been done before. Man, fuck, can I remember what tea he drinks? No, I can't. Shit. Earl Grey? Earl Grey? Yeah, Earl Grey's fine. Earl. Nom 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 nom. I do hope everyone finds my constant chewing sound entertaining, because I really can't be bothered to press the mute button. It's just so far away. What can you expect a man to do?
Alright, so I have collected my tea. I do have some Earl Grey, but this is Ceylon.
Oh, Cylon tea.
Something like that, yes. It has a plan. Anyway, let's
Enriched with minerals.
switch to the sideshow while I play with Mumble.
Well, sadly, Oxymoronity, I'm just having butter with them, but having them as a side for a meal. So, spicy sort of pork chop stuff and just some chips. But the chips are covered in chip spice, which is very nice. Along with mayonnaise, of course. How could I forget the mayonnaise? Oscar, of course, does not like mayonnaise.
I'm not a huge fan, it has to be said.
Well, no one's perfect. Except me.
Except both of us. Let's be fair now.
I suppose together, in a sort of complementary way, we become perfect.
Let's calm down a little. We'll give Oxymoron a nosebleed. Desktop boost. No, I don't think...
The Twitch sexuality police will come and stop our fun. Or they'll force us to do something else.
The Twitch police are a dangerous and capable force, and are not to be trifled with.
And they're blind to reason.
Pretty much. You know, I can't find any way to transmit actual audio that I hear on Mumble. I guess it would get really confusing if you could, because it would loop back endlessly. You know, I would hear things and...
I'll do some search engineering of Mumble audio from application.
How do I... Okay, we found... How do I get both a game and Mumble audio stream on OBS? No, that's not quite what I want.
That's
Tasty
a very
food.
arousing wallpaper.
Which one? Oh, the current one.
So the one that was the woman on the bed.
Oh, the one with the, like,
You can obviously time.
Well, not everything can be... You know, perfect paragons of sexless perfection. But...
Well, I imagine that the
I take what I can get.
I'll look up like how to stream audio through Mumble, and I imagine the instructions will be similar if it just involves capturing from some other application.
Aha. No, wait, this is just even worse. Audio inputs.
Okay. Oscar.
Go ahead.
Oscar.
I'm listening. Oh no, wait, hang on, it's blocking my voice, isn't it?
I found a set of instructions that gives a particular interesting suggestion. There's a way to basically it suggests running 2 instances of Mumble.
Okay.
The second instance must be run with the additional command line switch -M, so that it allows multiple copies to launch. So the first one will be you logging into the server, and then the second one you log in as like some other user. But then the key is that the second Mumble instance you configure to use the virtual audio cable as the input device, and then I think there's more detail. I'm half finding instructions, but there is a way to have a virtual audio in.
Alrighty.
Microphone.
Let's just see if I can actually run Mumble with command line switches on Windows first.
Hang on. Oh no, wait. I think, no, does this depend on additional stuff? I think it does. Hang on. No, I'll try and find something a bit more general. No, that depends. Sorry, that depends on some other crap. Although I imagine what you actually do will be somewhat similar in the end.
No, I can't seem to open a second Mumble window. It just opens the first one again.
Maybe they all need to have been opened with the -M switch.
Possibly.
Okay, well, someone here say, okay, I'll read out this instruction, and you can tell me whether this makes any sense. I'll link it into the mumble stream, but I'll read it out, and someone can maybe complain. This. So they said through the input and output on mumble. Again, this will be dependent on running 2 instances, I expect. Yeah, you need to enable something called stereo mix in the Windows 7 audio control panel.
Christ.
Yeah. I mean, Windows, I think, is just kind of set up in a way that just doesn't make this nice. Not that I would know how to do it in Linux. Because the guy then goes on to suggest another method by using a program called virtual audio cable.
Yeah, I've read about virtual audio cable. It apparently is certainly less than freeware and adds irritating robotic voices reminding you that you're using a trial version and you're a pleb, basically.
Typical Windows crap. As far as I'm concerned.
Hum hum hum. Oh. Settings.
What a nightmare.
Apparently Vukmats can't understand you. You should try German instead.
Well, my technical vocabulary in German isn't brilliant, I've got to say. I cannot understand this guy. Lol. Well, if you can't understand me, I think you need to reconsider your ability to English.
Positional audio.
If it takes more than a bit longer to try and work it out, just like, fuck it. I can live with no game computer. And the mermaid bed pick. It's a good pick, I suppose.
You already have stereo mix available. Oh, okay, that doesn't seem bad.
Is it a mermaid? I thought it was just a cloth. Like a shawl. Help if I knew where it was from. No, I'm actually quite, yeah, how is my voice level? Because the problem is, I'm using the microphone in my laptop. And as I'm eating, I don't want to cover my laptop in food. Also, I think that may be one of the first times ever that someone has complained that I'm too quiet.
That would be a new one, it has to be said.
Yeah.
You know, I can't find stereo mix anywhere.
No. I mean, obviously I can't test shit because I'm not running Windows.
Aha. Or
have you
found some instructions anyway.
Oh, could you listen to me so I can read them? I'm very curious.
Okay. Stereo mix rather than microphone.
Well, Oxymunity, I've known girls in my time who have been wet who were not mermaids.
Ho ho ho. It's
Sam.
wild, slow down.
Mr. Wild.
Alright, can you hear the game
was
music?
pretty wild.
No, wait, hang on. Right, can you now hear the game music?
Oh?
Can you hear me as well as the game
I
music?
can hear something gamish.
Does it sound like...
Does it get echo of me? Interesting. I can hear the game music, and I can hear me. I haven't heard
So,
you yet.
I'm now talking now. This is me talking. I'm assuming this does nothing, though.
But this is definitely a step in a direction. Oh. There's guessing. I'm constantly eating.
Oh, damn.
So,
Never mind.
no.
Guessing you still can't hear me.
I hear game audio and oh, yeah.
Yeah, but my voice still isn't doing anything, is it?
Game music again.
Damn it.
Echo again. No Oscar.
I can't seem...
So you've of course changed the current playing game to tech support, right? I have the stream muted, so I have no idea whether the stream can hear you, but I can't because I have the stream muted.
Ah, okay, so the stream can hear me, but you can't. So Mumble is the only thing that's not picking up the additional... Ah, wait, so hang on. If I set loop back on OBS... No, because I'd have to set its volume to nothing in order to...
Who should sing? Oscar or me?
I, for one, volunteer Adam for singing. How about this? Has this helped?
Oh?
Oh?
Will the game audio disappear?
No, never mind then. And again, any luck?
Yeah, the music is pretty good, I've got to say. Don't tell me I overestimated my appetite. Terrible. Okay, clearly Oscar is like constantly talking to you guys. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's nice, but if I can't get the Mumble to believe that...
I do hope he's explaining at least to you guys what he's attempting to do.
Yeah, so essentially what we have is...
Also, he never posted the instructions for what he's trying to do to me.
Well, I've just enabled stereo mix. That was the easy part.
Thank you. I'm liking the no script link at the end.
Lol. I assume they have different pages for the different things. Good job,
Right.
How to Geek, catering for...
In some cases, your audio chipset drivers are being bullshit.
Yeah, so this captures audio, but it doesn't seem to let me...
But this works well for when you want to capture audio for a screen sharing session or record audio from streaming source. Okay. Yeah. And that looks straightforward, but it just warns against like bullshit.
Alright, I'm going to try this with server loopback. The problem is this might result in me hearing my own voice and interrupting myself. But the upside is it might result in you hearing my voice, which solves the problem. No? Nothing? Never mind. I didn't even get any loopbacks, so...
Oh, well, thanks.
Good job, me. This is getting... irritating. What else can I do?
We'll return to our scheduled Final Fantasy XII programming after these messages. Maybe in like an age of the Earth, we'll get this sorted.
No, apparently you need the -M switch. I don't know if that'll work on Windows. You can't usually use...
No, it's not a mermaid. It's clearly just a woman with a shawl.
Aha, okay. Right, so if I jump in...
We're in the Dota channel. Come back.
Okay, this should be working if you've got two open instances of Mumble as well. No, wait, I should put myself over here, shouldn't I?
Oh, I can
Right,
hear you.
is this working? Can you now hear my voice and
I
the
can hear
game?
your voice.
But not the game.
Well, I can hear the game.
We're done then.
I can hear the game. Just the game.
Just the game, but not the voice. Oh my god, is it...
I can hear you now.
Oh, you can hear me now.
Yep.
Right, we're done.
But I can't hear the game.
Oh, for pity's sake.
I can hear the game now.
Okay, I see. Mumble is rapidly switching between its two options, because I'm in the same channel, I assume. No? I don't think it...
So far, I can only hear either the game or you.
I think it seriously doesn't like having two instances of me connected to the same server. Not recommended.
It seriously doesn't like what?
Having two instances of me connected to the same server. I don't think it likes that.
You started speaking and then moved to a different channel.
What?
That game audio. The game audio is nice.
I think we might be done here, to be honest.
Is it just not happening?
Well, I can create two instances of Mumble, and I can connect the second instance to the same server, but then we immediately have the problem. Wouldn't it be just easier if we talked on Tox and transmitted the game music on Mumble?
Well, I mean, so when you have two instances, you are using two different login names, right?
I don't think so. I don't think I can make it do that, because it recognises me by a certificate pair. And I can't get rid of that. That's a permanent fact about Mumble, right?
Well, it's always there, but surely you can also log it without it, surely.
Well,
Because the idea would be that they would have 3 users in the channel.
alright, let me see one last time what I can do with additional mumble.
Right. And then we'll call it quits. And then they tap top.
Well, then we can just use talks, that's gonna be easier. No, this is not happening.
It just doesn't let you do it.
Yeah.
There surely will be a way, but there will be a time cost of working out how.
My vice launched talks.
Alright, top is opening now. So what, will you, because obviously with the game audio, I'm also hearing an echo of me.
Are we done
So
yet?
should I, leave?
Hang
I'll
on.
mute myself in, Mumble. Hello, Oscar?
Hello? Hello? Testing?
Right.
We're done?
I can hear you. Hang on, my volume control setting. Mumble speakers higher. Talks higher.
Let's get to this, guys.
Right.
What's on the shopping list?
Well, this is so fucking roundabout. Oh, actually, Oscar, could you...
Go ahead.
I can still hear me, like, through...
You can still hear yourself through me. Oh, I see, because I'm transmitting my audio onto Mumble,
The whole of
and
your
that
audio.
includes the audio that I hear from you. Surely there's just no way around that, is there? Because we've previously established that Open Broadcaster is not listening to the reasonable option of just being able to mute certain applications. No, not Open Broadcaster, sorry, Mumble.
What arse?
We may just have to live with a delay on the game audio, it's not hugely important.
I just wish I could get the game... I mean, at this point, I would... Oh god, hang on. I'm just going mad because of the echo.
Alright, let's switch that to a microphone. Right, echo problem solved. Sorry,
I can now
Wugmats.
hear you. Oh my god. I would like, basically, at this point, I'm not really fussed now about the delay, it's just being able to have
Yeah, okay, let's go back. Oh. Damn it, you're just going to have to wait for the stream to catch up, I guess. I closed talks. Alright.
Hi.
Yeah, it'll have to do.
Yeah, that's fine. That's no problem. At this point, there's nothing to do.
It'd be slightly irritating and weird, but...
Yeah, because there doesn't even seem to be a way for me to get the game audio without an echo of me. Never
Right.
mind having it being at the right time. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just having it without my echo would be nice. But that's not going to happen, is it?
I don't know. I mean... Like, it seems like a logical impossibility. Like, if I'm transmitting the audio that I'm hearing, and I'm hearing you talk, it follows that I'm
Yeah.
transmitting you talk.
Yeah.
And if I'm not transmitting the audio that I'm hearing, then... Man, this
like,
proved way more complicated than we expected, huh?
If the application could just fucking accept one application,
Or if you could like map applications to different virtual sound devices and then capture from only one of them or something, you might be able to make a solution.
Yeah, but none of the applications seem to say listen to the audio from this. They're all just listen to the audio input from the microphone or listen to the audio output from the speakers.
No. You want something in between. Bullshit.
Anyway. So, the first question is, why is Pinello such a cutie?
Is she the one with the like?
The one currently on screen, riding the birdie.
Yeah, but I can't. I don't have a really good. Well, okay, I have a good angle of it, but I don't have an angle of it that like lets me. I'm digging down, aren't I? Which is the one that looks like selfie?
Selfie's the one with the pigtails, right? That's this one. Anyway.
Yeah, her.
Agreed.
Would you take them out of 10?
Right, so our first objective is 6 times Damascus steel, which we're going to steal from a rare monster in this area, the Caradine Glacier. Let me just check that I've reached the area.
How much grinding will be involved in this escapade?
Shit tons.
So what's the drop rate?
It's a 100% steal rate, but it's also a rare steal. So with Thief Cuffs, you'll steal it 6% of the time, but you won't ever steal anything else.
Okay. And how common is the monster?
To make it spawn, you have to clear out every monster in this area.
Ah.
To refresh its steals, you have to refresh every monster in this area.
Ah. That sounds like grinding.
We only need 6.
Only?
Yeah.
Thank fuck.
There is another way to get Damascus steel, but it's, well, unreliable.
Even more so.
This one's reliable. You can do it every time.
Right.
You just have to be patient.
It is fucking god.
Well, you know, there's absolutely no need to make the Tournesol, so...
To make the what?
The Tournesol, the sunflower sword that we're making. The French for sunflower, as I've established before, is Tournesol, turn sun, which is what sunflowers do. It's such a good name.
What was it in German? Sonnenblume, probably.
I would guess it would be like Sonnenblume or something like that. But
Yeah, Sonnenblume.
yeah, I think the French have just got a speed there.
I learned, or rather relearned the other day, why clocks go clockwise.
Go on.
I'll let you think about it for a bit, and then I'll tell you.
Is it because clockwise is the direction the clocks go?
No, there is a much better explanation for why clocks go that way and not the other way around.
Is that because it's the same way that a sundial would turn in the northern hemisphere?
Yes, it is. Very good.
Gotta say, trivia is not up to par.
I don't know.
Get harder questions. Get good, son.
I don't know, I mean... I have known that in the past, but I've just entirely forgotten about it, and it came up in a conversation the other month with someone. But someone made the joke that the clock went the wrong way around here in Bavaria. And I was like, well, no. But I was like, oh, hang on, yeah, why do clocks go clockwise?
I see.
But then it came up in something else, like last night. No, not last night. Yesterday afternoon, I think. It came up
There it is. We've spawned it.
Oh, spawned what?
Anshag, the monster we were looking for.
How many monsters are in this area that you have to clear to get it?
Not many, as it happened. Didn't even have to run around, like, looking for the ones that appear after you kill the first wave, because there can only be 6 enemies spawned at once. So once you kill some, more will spawn when you come back to that part of the area. But that doesn't count as spawning extra monsters, it just counts as appearing the monsters that are already there.
So there are lots of secrets involved in this particular grinding activity.
Just a number that comes up occasionally. Although, yeah, because we need... For the weapon that we're going for at the end, we need 3 of one item, 3 of another item, and 3 of another item. And most of those items have components that you require 2 of.
Right. So yeah, because you're getting 6 of this item, which you get a steal rate of 6%. So you've got to kill 6 enemies to get the enemies to appear.
Well, no, we just got to kill every monster here, which it so happens. Like, okay,
It
so
also happens to be 6.
to explain the spawn mechanics in a bit more detail while this stealing goes on, because this guy is no threat to me. So when you enter an area, it spawns a bunch of enemies, provided you haven't killed any yet. Yeah, so let's say you're entering an area for the first time. It spawns a whole bunch of enemies. Only some of them will be on the screen, like visible and on the mini-maps, red dots and so forth. The others will be hidden because the game can't render more than 6.
Because seriously, look how fucking beautiful this game is.
Yeah. I mean, look at this guy's wings.
So he's a monster into cosplay.
Pretty much. So anyway, there will be 6 enemies that are visible. If you kill those, more appear. If you also run away from those, so that they're no longer in the visibility area, but not the same as the screen area, not the same as crossing one of the dotted lines.
Yeah.
Just as long as you're away from them, and they're no longer visible. There we go. Damascus Steel, 1 of 6. We can kill this guy if we want to, I think, but there's no point. Actually, no, there is a point, isn't there? He's a rare monster, so he has a chance of dropping,
Something shiny.
High Arcana. I believe he'll respawn.
Arcana, or do you say Arcana?
I say both,
Okay.
because I can't figure out which is correct. I suppose there is a reasonable chance that,
Because I always say Arcana, but I don't have any idea what the pronunciation actually is. I'm just attempting to be consistent.
I think it's like... I don't know. I've always heard the Tarot cards pronounced as Major Arcana, but then Invoker in Dota 2 says Arcana known only to me.
Wait, but can we necessarily trust voice actors?
If we're not going to trust other people's pronunciations in order to guide ours, where are we going to get them from?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm warning against placing literary authority in a gaming voice actor.
I'll grant you that perhaps he's not the most reliable guidance to pronunciation. But someone's pronunciation has to be right, just a regular Arcana. It's possible that as a rare monster he doesn't respawn until you leave the Paramina Rift entirely, in which case I've just made a foolish mistake, but we'll find that out. And I only need to just stop killing him for the remaining 5 times.
Well, you bet the shit you got an Arcana, so okay.
I don't really know how rare monster spawning works, to be honest. Now, we need a high Arcana. You can turn Arcanas into high Arcanas, but you also need some other rare bits and bobs. A Soul of Thamasa is the hard one to get.
Odds and ends. Rip and rack.
Yeah. An Arcana, obviously, is the jewel containing the soul of the monster you've killed, and you obtain it provided you have the Canopic Jar item in your inventory when you kill them.
Canopic Jar?
Canopic?
Well, as in, we Egyptian now.
It's a jar for dead things.
Yeah.
If you have a better name for it, go for it.
I don't. I really don't, but I'm just amused that they called it a Canopic Jar.
I guess it is souls rather than organs, but...
They're the metaphorical organs. Organs in abstract sense.
Abstract organs, instantiated by each of the organ classes. My liver, extends my organ. Extends my organ, as the bishop said to the actress.
Full mark. I give you a gold star.
So I don't know if you know how gambits work in this game, but if you do,
I think the best means the game plays itself.
yeah, I would be interested in hearing your opinion of that.
Well,
because it seems kind of like a...
Well, I didn't enjoy... Did also enjoy Final Fantasy 13, because I played the first, 10 hours or so of 13, maybe a bit longer. It's fucking awful.
I think it was
You didn't do anything.
It was a simpler system overall, I think, and they introduced it right from the start rather than sort of getting you used to controlling yourself and then letting you have it as an additional option on top of that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But, what game was it that also had like automatic control of characters that you can kind of program in? What fucking game was it? I played it relatively recently. Oh fuck, what was it? What game was it?
Having extra characters around just makes... person asking whether I'm solo farming, Dark Diaz. Having extra character rounds just makes me spend time watching their buff casting animations, so I'd rather just have the one guy, since I can one-shot pretty much every enemy and two-shot every enemy.
Oscar, what game am I thinking of?
With the auto-control,
Like,
can you tell me anything else about it?
No, I can't tell you a single other thing about it.
I'm going to struggle to figure it out, to be honest. Oh dear.
Pardon me.
I hope you're well.
I'm fine. Just a bit fucked. Just a bit.
Skeleton Ready's bone toss.
Oh dear.
I still find that funny. I know that I am being extremely immature, but
it's funny because bone can mean penis quickly.
and toss can mean jerk off. Yes, it's extremely amusing. I hope we're winning all the points for maximum maturity right here.
Well, I mean,
So either I've missed an enemy to kill, or it has despawned permanently, and I need to leave the Parameter Rift and come back.
you need to get out and then get back.
I'm thinking probably the latter, since I'm pretty sure I've murdered everything. Well, mistakes were made, and I didn't even get a High Arcana, which we're going to get later with a much faster method.
Hand rubbing intensifiers.
Oh yeah, we're going to be abusing some serious glitches in order to get the fastest High
Oh
Arcanas.
dear. So Oscar, when we will see you running 100% category for this game?
100%, like completing the bestiary and everything.
100% Oscar.
100%, go fuck yourself.
When we will see you on Speedruns Live doing this? when we will see you at Awesome Games Done Quick?
Perish in fire is my only advice.
Well, I mean, how long does any percent take to get this game?
How long does any percent take for Final Fantasy XII? Well, I watched a speedrun, it was about 7 hours.
Okay. Any percent, only 7 hours?
Yeah. You'll have missed the early episodes with dustier leveling, but dustier leveling is really efficient.
Okay.
Every item, even the ones you can miss. Yeah, I think I have missed slime oil, because you can get one slime oil later on by racing, but if you want to make every bizarre item, you have to get one slime oil by stealing it from a mob, a mark even, and I've already killed that mark, and didn't get a slime oil from it. It was a really difficult fight. So if I wanted to make the bizarre item and get the slime oil in my inventory at the end of the game, I would have to start over.
Having it in your inventory at the end of the game, I'm not sure if that's... basically, one of the biggest problems with games, long games, isn't so much actually making the routes and playing them, which of course are very difficult and you know, warrant a lot of respect for people who do it, but actually trying to fucking define the 100% category, like defining what things count as being the obtainables that you must either have obtained ever or must have with you at the end credits roll.
Well, yeah, there are some items that you can't keep with you, like the Jaya Stick and Jahara, but for all the items that you can have with you, slime oil is one of them, because you could have stolen it from that monster.
Typical rules are if there is like a finite amount of some item, then you must have obtained all obtainable instances.
Yeah,
of...
so you'd need to steal 99 slime oils from Orthros, which doesn't sound like fun.
Oh well, okay. Well, it's not really finite, but it's missable. So I think there's a distinction between finite and missable. So this is infinite but missable. Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
So then the question is, what you need to have obtained at least one, I would think. But then what do you need slime oil for?
Well, you sell it to make a mega ether, I think, or a pack of mega ethers, and you can collect any number of ethers. So.
But what's the other thing you need slime oil?
Nothing. You can just keep it so you have it at the end.
Okay, well in that case, I would say that I would guess primary to like get one of everything. I mean, the get 99 of everything category, I would class that as being like on a whole strata of autism beyond the standard 100% sort of idea.
I think you make a reasonable point there.
Because like in Ocarina of Time, 100%, there's no requirement to have max bombs, max arrows, max deck units in inventory as well. And like 999 in the inventory as well. That's not a requirement.
Seems reasonable. That said, I mean, my point here would be more that you don't gain anything by making that extra item on the crafting bazaar thing.
No.
You can get mega ethers anyway.
True, but I think you simply, as long as you then get, as long as you get the slime oil, then it counts as an item that you've got.
And like, in terms of what the game counts towards 100% completion, which
does the game have its own like?
I believe it's measured by this thing, the Sky Pirate's Den, which you'll see in a second. And you get, like, you get this one for defeating the White Chocobo, which was trivial. So.
Okay. 2D what? 2D what?
It's just a cute little thing.
That's adorable. I absolutely love that. That's so sweet.
Yeah, I think if I had to specify exactly what I like about Final Fantasy XII, it would be it did well on the details.
That's really nice, I like that.
And so yeah, I think that's the thing that measures your true 100% completion. And apart from defeating all the hunts, obtaining all the espers, a death's head. A perfectly preserved head of a skeleton, blessed and burned to give the owner's spirit rest. Okay. That's a bit Old Kingdom trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm ultimately not the right person to ask for the 100% category of a game that I've not, like, beaten, so,
As good as anyone else, really. I mean...
I can talk about it abstractly, but, I can't really make informed choices about how it would affect how reasonable it is.
Well, alright, let's get our second Damascus Steel.
2 of 6.
2 of 6.
In before you fuck it. Is it possible you kill the guy?
No. With my current gambits, he'll just keep stealing as long as there's no damage dealt to this guy.
Okay. So basically sit and wait.
Pretty much. I could bring in more party members and it would be a little faster because they could steal as well, but I'd have to change their gambits as well. Maybe that's a good idea. They'll only have a 3% chance, of course, because they don't have thieves' cuffs. But
it accumulates, of course, with all the different attempts.
There it is.
So Bubble is an interesting status.
Doubles your HP.
Yeah, that sounds really fucking broken.
It's the only way to reach the HP limit, and yeah, it is completely broken. But
so, how difficult is it to either obtain the ability to do Bubble, or how much MP does it cost?
You can get it after the second dungeon if you do all the hunts. Although those are really difficult. See the Orthros video.
Right. So what kind of MP penalty are we talking?
Depending how many licenses you have for...
Oh, the weird leveling system thing.
Yeah, you gain regular
Experience
levels. Let's see, the ones we're talking about are these passive licenses that grant you bonuses, and the relevant ones are not spellbound, not swiftness, channeling? Yeah, channeling. Reduces MP cost by 10%. 10% of the original cost each time. And there's like 3 of those that you can pick up.
Okay.
I should fill out Vaughn's...
So it ultimately costs 0.9 times 0.9 times 0.9 of what it should have cost.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
So I believe the original cost of Bubble is supposed to be 32, but this has been reduced by 3 several times or something like that.
Okay. Well, that sounds like quite a low cost.
There we go.
Yeah. It seems like
it's
a
low,
really
but
low cost.
because of the way the game
really
works, you're always having to cast it on yourself over and over just because you're running around with it on.
Oh, right, okay.
And so you chew through your MP really quickly. Especially if you have dedicated caster types. But then there's also lots of ways of recouping MP, like dealing damage, or being dealt damage, or killing foes and so forth. A bit like in Final Fantasy X had the different ways of charging up your overdrive. Which it's very similar, since your overdrive here is powered just straight by your MP. Or in this case, your missed abilities. Same diff.
Same difference. Okay.
Bone toss. 0 damage. Oh dear. Impotence.
Bentos, the fresh maker. How come we all know about the Mentos adverts that never aired in our country?
I would also note that there's a hard counter to Bubble in the virus status effect that enemies will inflict you with. Which, it locks your your max HP to your current HP.
Ooh.
So you can't heal yourself while that's on. And if you die with that on and get revived, you have 1 hit point. And you can't have it taken off except by a specific spell. Regular Cure-All doesn't remove it.
Ouch.
And, or a specific item, either way.
Ouch.
I think maybe Remedy does, but in either case, the important part here is
to not get spooked.
Yeah, don't get diseased, because you'll revive, someone will go to cast cleanse on you, you'll get killed before you can get it finished, repeat. These enemies with the green HP bars, by the way, that you'll see in a minute, or right now, they're friendly, you have to manually attack them.
But
and you do have to clear them out in order to spawn. And shag. And chag?
To spawn and shag?
Oh ho 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 ho. You're making my stream lewd, Mr. Hurst. I'm not sure I'm okay with it.
Implying it wasn't already.
Implying it wasn't already.
Yeah, so the question is, to what extent am I driving the stream watchers crazy? I'm sure there's some... How much?
Yeah, once you get one early weapon, as Dark Diaz says, you can just destroy everything. You don't need to carry on getting all the other early weapons as well, but I want to, is the thing.
Must have everything.
Exactly.
All the things must have. That thing's face is horrifying. Face just
The crocodile?
Yeah.
Or
the crocodile.
the way it splits the mouth.
Yeah.
It's glorious. We got some early game armor by beating up a crocodile, I think.
Horrendous. Why are there so many fucking skeletons here?
mumble, mumble, dead people, something, something, mist. Spooky, scary.
Shivers down your spine.
Shivers all the
Well,
way
it's
down.
It's because it's cold. And they're shivering. Yeah, the spines were already shivering, so you just took a little extra push.
Maybe that is... Oh, I forgot to change spines.
To seal their doom tonight.
That's realistically quite probable.
They just want to socialise. But I don't think
Oh,
they should.
got it on the first try that time. Alright, 3 of 6.
Oh, I see. You're still many seconds ahead of me.
Ah, unfortunate. Still, it'll make sense in the stream itself.
Okay, you're now attacking the guy. Oh, yeah, you got it straight away. Oh, well done.
Thank you, RN Jesus.
RN Jesus.
He is our Lord and Saviour on this stream, I have to say.
I assume he's also a fickle god.
Oh, the ficklest. There is a way to manipulate the random number generator in this game. It works for spawning chests and sometimes for stealing items, though it's a little trickier, because if the enemy gets to act before your steal goes off, their action will use up a random number.
A tick of the number, yeah.
Yeah. But, for some reason I can't get the chest manipulation in-game method to work, and that's really distressing me.
Well, it's entirely possible that it's not emulated correctly.
The crocodile makes Dark Diaz remember about SCP, what's his name? Was it 682? The Godzilla crocodile thing? Unlike that guy, though.
I remember such a thing in SCP, but the number I will never remember.
Fair enough. 173 was the giant baby doll weeping angel, wasn't it?
Oh Christ!
It's such a good wiki. And what was the one?
I'm so glad it's not. I'm so glad it's all not true.
Do I want to get the Doksha spear? I assume you mean like the whale whisker or something. I have the Zodiac spear. I just don't want to use it. You're right though. I have been using the Ultimate Blade for some time. I like how the Ultimate Blade looks. It has to be said. What should we use?
Warmed to it.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't licensed the Zodiac Spear for far. That's why I'm not noticing it. If there were a way to go from the equip screen to the license screen, I think I would genuinely quite like the license board, but because there isn't, it bothers me. Damn, that's a fine looking weapon in high res. It's elegant, it's precise.
Yeah, so how have you been enjoying the high res rendering?
I don't know if it's... You said it was somewhat visible on the stream, which is an improvement at least.
I think it's something. I mean, I'm not seeing the same kind of like pixel crap that I
Yeah, the
was
stuff
seeing
along the edges of Lance's arms in particular was...
Well, like for you in particular, how good does it look for you?
It's amazing. Yeah, basically.
It doesn't seem to have affected frame rate either.
No, not the slightest.
It seems to render absolutely. So, which resolution multiplier are you using?
Currently I'm at 1080p, just set custom resolution.
Okay, so it's proper full.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously.
That's probably too much, really, but...
Well, no, as in, obviously the reason that those like multipliers are there is because the set multiplications tend to result in it looking better for some games that kind of assume certain things about the geometry of the screen it's rendering to.
Yeah.
You know, like sort of interface elements are kind of like not overlapping. Or something. But some games it will work fine.
Apparently in German, Zodiac Spear is Doxa Lanza. Or in the German game at least.
So they call it a lance weapon.
Well...
In English, what is the difference between a lance and a spear?
It's just almost... A spear is perhaps like a stick with a sharp thing on the end, whereas a lance is more of the kind of thing you would expect in jousting, I guess.
Because you have, I've just looked it up, you have, there's some words come up for spear that are like, der Speer, Spieß. Der Spieß for the weapon. The Waffe. Der Spieß. And also Wurfspieß. That'll be a throwing spear, I expect. But a javelin, yeah.
Yeah, a javelin is pretty much a throwing spear.
No. But, yeah, weird that they called it spear in English and lance in German then. Maybe it just sounded better to them. Or maybe it actually is a lance, just the English translator. They just didn't really pay attention to the difference and just called it whatever they wanted.
Well, I mean, it belongs to the weapon class spears, so I guess spear is more sort of general catch-all, I think. Like, I would describe a javelin as a type of spear, but I wouldn't describe a spear as a type of javelin.
But like a lance, I would call a lance a type of spear, yeah.
It only gets really weird when you try and decide what a halberd is. Man, I'm getting screwed over for my good luck last time. Excellent. That's 4 of 6. Let's rotate the board. Or Van can immediately start targeting himself, and then a waste of time.
Now you're flipping the chessboard.
Yeah, something like that anyway.
Doing an O-Desire barrel roll. It's funny, at least you know what I'm talking about.
Alright, we have a cutie with a katana. You say that
Allahu
like you
Akbar!
don't...
Allahu Akbar!
Let's see, we don't need protect, shall.
Don't worry, sweetheart. Where we're going, we won't need protection.
How's it called? The item that improves the chances to steal item? Thief's cuffs, yes. But, I don't know what that would be in German.
Well, I don't know what cuff is, but thief is just deep.
Well, how about gloves?
Well, glove is handshoe, remember?
Oh, of course! Oh, how did I forget that? That is the best word.
Handshoe.
Handshoe, yes. The second Zodiac Spear. Only if I can find a way to manipulate the RNG in this emulator, and so far I haven't.
I don't expect it to be called Deep's Handshoe. That would be a bit silly. So a cuff. What's a handcuff? A sheller. That's like a clip or a bracket, and it's not really the same thing, is it? Well, gauntlet is like Stulper. Yeah, Stulper.
There is an item that's just a gauntlet. Or gauntlets.
So it might be like Deep Stulper.
Oh, for some reason I switched that gambit on. Oh no, I see. Oh, alright, we need faith or bravery. Otherwise we're not going to be hitting quite hard enough to kill these guys. Or I mean, we could use a more powerful weapon, but why would I want one? This thing is apparently a relic of the Imperial Japanese regalia.
Like,
I'm using it to slice onions. Might be sacrilege? Not sure.
Meh.
Oh well, let me know if you keep...
Fäustlinge. Oh,
What's that?
Mitten. Okay. That's adorable.
Come again, sorry?
No, he said that thieves cuffs is Diebes Fäustlinge, and Fäustlinge is mittens.
Oh, I see.
Because Faust, I think, is fist. And so Fäustling will be a thing that goes on your fist. Like a little fist. I think. Is that right, Rugmats? I'm pretty sure Faust is fist.
See, I thought Faust was a character in the story.
It's also a name,
With a moral, like,
but it's a noun as well, I'm sure it is.
we have a lot of names that are nouns in English as well, we can't criticise. To be fair, many of
But
them
what gender would it be? Faust.
Would I actually deal more damage if I had faith as well? Because I know bravery increases your strength, and katanas depend on strength and magic power. So maybe I'd be better off if I...
What gender should Faust be? I want to say dare, but at the same time, I get it wrong. I'm going to say default, I guess. Bookmat, please tell me.
Come on. Give me a... Steel Damasked. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, like, if you imagine boxing gloves and make them like smaller, that's basically a mitt.
Like gloves of a fighter, but not so. That's an interesting way of putting it.
But not so big, you meant to say. Yeah.
Ah, right, I see.
You carried on tightly. Yeah.
Because you could just say, but not so, like, but not that.
So, but then, you know, you say that like everything is like something else, but not.
Well, yeah.
you have in fact thrown away the ability to make any kind of comparative description. Technically, strictly speaking. You know, like a dog is like a shoe, but not.
Well, yeah.
You know.
What a perfect description. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, like.
Mitten is in English in the middle of something.
No, it isn't.
Right, yeah.
Not
So
really.
in German, Mittel is in the middle.
Mittel, so and then in
But
in mitten somewhere. But no, it is. In English, no.
A mitten is a glove.
A mitten is a glove.
A glove, but with all the fingers except the thumb in one part.
Like a boxing glove, but smaller.
Exactly like a boxing glove, but smaller. Yeah, that was probably the best description
No,
so far.
it is a mitten. That's yeah. So yeah. No, I looked up what whistling was, and it was a mitten. So yeah, I said that. But
right, lesson learned then.
But obviously, if you're German,
Can I bomb them to death in one hit? I want to see if I can.
I can't imagine that many Germans that know the word mitten in English. It's not a word that you're going to often encounter to actually need to learn. kind of a bullshit word, really.
Okay. Tumulus is not doing it.
So how many of the MacGuffins do you have?
Of the MacGuffins, well, I have the best spear, the best...
No, I meant the things you're collecting now.
Oh, Damascus Steels, I think I have 4, or possibly 5. I'll check the loot in a sec. What am I doing? I'm looking for additional weapons for Pinello.
So surely there are other things that you're grinding to do, because this
Oh
is
yes,
like,
very
this
many.
is not on its own. This is not like a massive grinding thing. I mean, it's a bit of a pain, but it's not like, you know, an afternoon.
No. I really want to get all of these things as well. I'm pretty sure the Whale Whisker is available too. Or I might be thinking of another Whisker, the second best spear. Why would I get the second best spear when I have the best spear? Because shut up.
To have it. For having.
Exactly. You'll finally understand.
It's for having. Obviously, I mean, what else would you do with it? Because you already have the best one.
Cute girls with sawn-off shotguns. We approve of that, right?
I think we do now.
To be fair, I don't think she'd give you a choice.
No. Oh, gets a lot of fucking recoil from that.
I'm surprised there's anything left of them to pick up, really.
Ooh, that looks like it hurts.
Yeah, we have 5 Damascus Steels. 1 more. This is the last run. We can kill it again in the hopes of getting a High Arcana. Or possibly Arcane.
Big magic thing. Because the adjective is definitely arcane.
Yeah, but it has an E, doesn't it?
Yeah, the E modifies the sound, so you know, you just fucked really. You just don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing about English.
Absolutely non-descriptive pronunciation. It just kind of comes out of the ether.
I like these ambush guys, like, no time for caution. So you're just gonna get slowed now. Oh, luck out. The dark skeleton begins casting dark, crawling in its skin. Well, no, actually it can't, can it?
Could it be edgier?
I guess if all of its bones were sharpened.
Well, I mean, you know, I definitely wouldn't want someone to stab me with a bone that's been in, like, a wintry place forever.
Also, it's crawling with dark magics, so those are bad too.
They're also bad, but you know, even just like the skeleton. If you were to make a mold of the skeleton. Fucking Twitch delay, please.
Alrighty, we're done here.
Oh, great. So you'll then... Oh. No, not yet.
It can be petrified? It can be petrified? New plan.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, new plan.
Petrified. Is that the plan?
Yeah, so I was talking about exploiting glitches later to get high arcanas. If you petrify an enemy, it doesn't despawn. But it does drop its loot.
Cool. That sounds like it's ripe for exploitation.
It really is, especially because it drops loot of the current chain level. So if you level up a chain to maximum, you can petrify vulnerable enemies, and then get their high level chain loot without breaking your chain.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it's really convenient. But that won't apply here, of course, and it doesn't matter since High Arcana is just a flat 5% chance. But it does mean that we can.
Hello?
Oh, we have another guest. This is Cosmos Squawk, the head of Sector Alpha Gaming. We might call him Ben from time to time. As you can see, stone but no items. Now, as I recall,
So Ben, you missed some brilliant penis jokes here in this
This is the penis jokiest stream.
God. I see.
I hope you brought your penis, is all I can say.
It's because the skeleton is ready a move called Bone Toss.
Oh God.
Maybe it is dead.
Yes, I did bring one. That's currently mine, I guess.
I, for one, am glad to hear it.
Well, I definitely brought my bow.
Anyway, so it should be that if I just walk out this one area and then zone immediately back without going 2 zones away.
This completely dodges the topic.
No.
I suppose the less we say about my bone, the better, maybe.
So how have these been going with the
Damn, if I'd known it could be petrified, I would have done a lot less zoning overall. Oh well.
How have things been going in the world of Final
So
Fantasy?
hopefully... Well, we've completed the story events for the day, and we're beginning the great grinding of our time. With my attempts to re-find Anchag after petrifying it, but it seems to have
petrifying it?
So droll. But it seems to have disappeared permanently in some way that is beyond my understanding of this game's mechanics. Oh well.
The joke never ends.
As the saying goes, easy come, easy go.
As the bishop said to the actress.
We have our...
Is that our arc phrase?
I think it has to be at this point. Alright, next stop. Although... how close are we? No, yeah, next stop, other way. Next stop, Feywood.
Ooh, are you going to court with Faye?
Possibly. Maybe not. I kind of want to do it last, because it's where you get all your money.
You don't want the money now?
What would I do with it? You can't exactly invest it in a bank.
Yet.
True.
You can
It'd be
buy
interesting
every
if...
item. Buy every item and throw every item away and buy it again.
That sounds like an excellent use of time.
What you can do instead is you can have a number, right? You're following me on this. You have a number that's big. Doesn't that sound great?
If I'm honest, unless... well, there are certain numbers that I do want to be very big, but... I don't think...
Surely this isn't a number you want to be small.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, look at the bore. Look at the barrel size on that thing. I don't think even a sawed-off shotgun is appropriate. It's more like a very small cannon.
Yeah, I think I'm inclined to agree with that judgment. Oof. Excellent. By the way, how many hours do you intend to stream for?
Until I'm done.
Approximately.
Until I'm done, or 10 PM, whichever comes later. And that's an approximate estimate of how long it will take. as well, since that would be why I would choose that time.
So
Anyway.
like 6 hours kind of thing.
Yeah. With a break for dinner, which would
That's
be...
lengthy.
Anyway.
That has length and
I believe we need to hand in the Mandragora's Hunt, the one we did in the Socken Cave Palace, sort of incidentally on our way to Arcades before we can continue, but I'll just check in case they'll...
So could you give a plot summary of what's happened?
A plot summary of everything that's happened in the game so far.
Yeah, because obviously I have no idea. Those are the hard questions. In fact, think about it quickly because I'll go and get a beer. So BRB.
Oh, it's like 5 PM for him or something. Time zones.
Right, Aspidoclon. No, Thalassanon even. We need to kill Thalassanon and bring the trophy back, and then we can start spawning Rare Trophy Game. We need 2 of them. Rare Trophy Game, unlike other Rare Game like Anchak just now, can only be killed once. But you can spawn them and steal from them multiple times. So we're going to be using them to gain Scarletite and Soul Powder. Oh hey, do your gambits automatically work on the random allied humanoids walking around? Also, apparently that goes through Reflect, so... Good job, Pinello, I guess. Alright, we go... along, up onto the cliff. Mercenary as always, Cosmos Quark.
Indeed.
Oh dear, that guy had some interception with the ground issues. Let's put him out of his misery. Ah, there's Aspidoclon, not Thalassanon. I mean, it's not even difficult. Aspidoclon is like... I don't even know where that's from, but Thalassanon is the one by the sea. You see Thalassa? See? Yeah? You get it? No? Must be some kind of uneducated hick then.
I kind of get it. Maybe.
Man, I need to get some food sooner or later. Oh well, it'll wait.
I need to reboot the server sooner or later. Oh, well, wait.
Right, these treasure chests, incidentally, if you pick them up before you pick up the Zodiac Spear, bad things happen. Or, like, it disappears permanently. And the only clue is that once you take the spear, this corresponding chest, this missing spot, vanishes. Like, equivalently. But we're not going to take these yet either, because they have better items when you get the chest improver item. Which is available right now, actually, but we've got other things to do. Right.
Shoot that turtle. Shoot the turtle.
We're going to take out the Piranha first. Okay, we're going to take out the Piranha and turn on our relevant gambits for not getting murdered. I'm going to have another go at stealing stuff from him. This guy doesn't have anything worth stealing, but it's fun to try. Okay, we're kind of getting beaten up. Alright lads, take him to pieces. Earth elementals. I believe it's steal is a high potion. We've learned a lesson about going for those when you don't need to. The RNG, I like the fact that you can manipulate it, or you could on the PlayStation.
Oh, go back, dude.
God damn it, Fran, you're the worst Legolas. Gee. Okay, we hate the RNG.
Obviously, afraid of the RNG gods last night.
Come again, sorry?
You obviously afraid of the RNG gods last night.
I clearly didn't. That guy got like 8 parries in a row or something. Alright then, disregard enemies. Can I kill these guys? I can! If I wanted to be the world's worst person. Let's not do that. This guy gets really good combos when his HP is low.
Guess who's back? Back again. Kirsty's back.
Welcome back!
Welcome back, Kirsty.
So we took out a turtle that we need to do in order to unlock another turtle that we're going to steal stuff from.
What on earth did the turtle never do to you?
I'm sorry, I said turtle, I meant tortoise.
What's the difference?
Actually.
Is there a difference?
Are you sure? Because if they count towards the number of Sikhs you've killed, then they'll help unlock an important story in the bestiary. So maybe it is worth just randomly killing innocent human beings, as give or take. Right, so here we get more stuff about Rare Trophy Game explained to us.
Oh yes, I'd asked you to get blocks from them when I came back.
Block, stock, and attack. Ha ha ha. So you give the trophies from the creatures to these guys and they make items available for sale, but we don't care. Because none of the items that they make available are anywhere near.
So who is the main character? Why is he the main character? That'll be my first question for today.
Okay, I could summarize the story. But all things being equal, it would be better if you played the game. That said, the other reason I don't want to summarize the story is that my mouth is a bit dry. And I'm lazy. As you can see, I have many deep and abiding problems in my life.
Third world problems. Now, your mouth being dry could of course be solved with gin.
Well, it could, but I don't have any gin.
Ginger wine?
I'll pour myself a glass, I guess.
Or beer.
Since you say it.
Or water.
No, terrible. Look at water. Water just for washing myself.
Everybody. Good point.
Alright, so if you're okay with me spoiling the game.
I don't mind, I really don't. But, me playing this game, we're talking like at least fucking 6 years at this point, at least.
Fair enough. That's
Your backlog's that big.
That's a chunky backlog, I have to say.
I have phenomenally backlog, oh my god.
Also, I'm going to miss out loads of the political stuff. But,
That's probably a good thing. Because I imagine it's quite interesting.
I can probably improvise.
Is the political stuff as interesting as the political stuff in Galactic Heroes?
Yes. At least. Maybe I'm just liking it more because the setting is better developed and I like fantasy wallpaper a lot more than sci-fi wallpaper. Just as a matter of personal preference. But yeah, I think it's probably as good or better. That said, I also despise Galactic Heroes with a well-established burning passion.
I think you just don't like fun things.
But it's not fun.
It is. You do fun wrong.
Okay, so the story opens with Princess Ash, or Ashelia, marrying Prince something. I'm doing well already. Honestly, his name doesn't come up very much.
Some guy.
Yeah.
Prince some guy.
Prince some guy. Right, so Ash is the princess of Dalmasca, a desert kingdom in sort of central Evil East, but in an area where the land is relatively narrow. Like Arcadia. Can I just look at the world map? Right, yeah. Dalmasca is this little area. Nalbina, Esther Sound, West Sound. Yeah. So this area around here is Dalmasca. This area of the Sand Sea is like no man's land, and then from here, left.
Right, now I can see the map. That's how long the delay is. Now just then I saw the map.
Okay. Yeah, this delay is going to be a problem. Okay, so the area I'm now highlighting now in the past is Dalmasca.
Dalmasca is this kind of area in the south.
Yeah.
So southwest.
Over here, or sorry, over to the left of that is where you're going to look next. And you're going to see the Sand Sea, where
Yeah.
tomb is. And then after that, we're going to look...
Does it go even further westward, or...?
Yes, if you carry on going west, you reach, Rosaria, another large kingdom like Arcadia, but it doesn't come up so much except as an enemy to them.
Okay.
The two kingdoms or empires, are sort of contesting control of a large swathe of Ivalice, i.e. this whole continental area that's huge. This area here, that I'm highlighting now in the future, including the Necrohol of Nabudis, Nabrius Deadlands, Salica Wood, and I think the High Waste, is Nebradia, which is where Prince Vosla, I think? No, Vosla's a different guy. Rastler.
So is Arcadia, or whatever this place in kind of the north?
Yes, Arcades is over to the northeast.
Arcades, okay.
Arcades, yeah. I don't know if Balfenheim is included in the kingdom or not, but...
Whatever, okay.
It's a big old kingdom. It goes as far as the Fon Coast, I think. Anyway, the story starts off with the Princess of Dalmasca marrying the Prince of Nebradia in order to secure an alliance between the countries, and then immediately Nebradia gets invaded by Arcades, and
well, that was a bit... That wasn't politics.
You see, Arcades have a... Well, it's not made clear at the time, but Arcadia destroy Nabudis all but instantly.
Uh-huh.
Ah, we even got Aspidocalon to spawn. Okay, that was very lucky. We need 3 Scarletite, which can be stolen from it. We cannot kill this guy. It's absolutely imperative. Because he doesn't spawn again if he dies.
And what are you for?
Scarletite, which is a metal.
Which you can't get now.
Oh, bugger. They're going after this Adamant Titan, which I do need to kill. Because it's in the way.
I remember the Adamantoise village in Final Fantasy VII.
Go on.
So how it works? I think, if you cast... if there's a particular area where the Adamantoise big turtle tortoise things spawn along the coast, if you can get wall and M barrier cast onto all of them before they have their first move, something just goes wrong with their AI speed. And then the game just crashes and gives a weird text message into the battle bird that just says something went horribly wrong and you have to reset the console. For some reason the game just freaks out if you give these enemies these status moves before their first move.
That seems like a major glitch, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in fairness, giving the enemy that critical isn't really going to happen unless you kind of deliberately do it. But still.
Dark DS is giving a really good summary of the story, by the way.
I changed the channel. Sorry.
Doesn't matter. We were talking about the Final Fantasy VII glitches. Carry on.
Oh no, it was just like a weird bullshit glitch. Okay, Varn is the main character. He's like, in the Sky Pirate. So basically, Varn wants to be barred from the much better game Skies of Arcadia.
Yes. You say better, but clearly you just don't understand what goodness is.
And then, the Empire, and then Lady Ash comes, punches him in the face and says, fuck you, fuck off, I have to save my kingdom. Okay.
Basically, yeah. So.
Right.
We start off with Nebradia conquered by Arcades.
Just got wrecked by them.
And Arcadia are about to invade Dalmasca. So Rastler goes with Barsh to defend Nalbina Fortress on the border.
Right.
Arcadia attacks, wins. Rastler gets killed. Then the king Ramanas, there we go, one of 3 Scarletites.
So I've not heard you say